The Moose Lodge held a dinner fundraiser in order to secure their purchase of water rights they need to continue their charity work. They earned $2,140 and served 165 people this past weekend during the fundraiser auction. The Lions Club presented a check for $250. The Moose Lodge governor and his wife, Tim and Lori Andronovitz, donated $1,000. Ron Chase from Nevada Public Auction donated his time and auction items, as did Trish and Teresa Incaparo from the Cancer Victims Thrift Store, who are also selling raffle tickets for items to raise money for the lodge.
The auction was set up by Herb here, and it was to help to raise money, for our water problems we're having here at the Moose. And the look of it turned out to be pretty successful, but that's what it was for.
You got Ron Chase for Nevada Public Auction here?
Yes, we do. We had Ron running the auction. We had a lot of donations from neighboring businesses, Cancer Thrift Store, and also Ron and a couple other people and some Moose members.
So tell me how the water problems are going now, because I know you guys were buying water rights, and that's already been completed, right?
Yes, it has. We have actually paid for the water rights now, and we have an engineering company in town that's doing all the paperwork for us, and the transfer fees and on and on. I'm not real familiar with the company, the administrator is, but yes, the water rights have been bought. Now we're in the process of transferring them, and we're in the process of doing all the legal stuff.
How's the fundraisers going? I know the Cancer Victims Thrift Store is also having a raffle there, and this auction goes for that money to pay for the water rights.
Yes, it does, and we're getting real close to our goal, and we'd like to remind the public at large, again, whatever we go over, what we don't need to buy our water rights will go back to the community. I understand that the cancer store and us and other people that's involved in this will get together, and we're going to decide how it goes back to the community. And so I can't tell you exactly, but we do know, but it will go back in the form of donations or whatever.
I just wanted to point out, though, that Trish is going to be the campaign chairman of where the monies will go from the Cancer Thrift Store.
And then, of course, you have all these other ones coming up. People can get in touch with the Moose Lodge to find out more about all the fundraiser dinners that you hold here. But if they want to donate to the Moose Lodge and your guys' fund for this water rights, can they do that?
Sure they can.
They can get in touch with you right here on 2nd Street?
Yes, they can. They can contact Herb. If they can't get a hold of Herb, then they can contact Don Nicholas, or we have the new administrator now, Eric Larson. And everything that comes in will be receipted, and so we'll know how much, and separate counts on everything, and then when we get what we need, we're going to stop, pay it off, and be happy, and make sure we give all the rest of it back to the community, and we give them a very, very heartfelt thank you.
And let's join Courtney Salmon with Weekend Sports.
Pahrump Valley High School alumni and athlete James Chapman has suffered a traumatic spinal cord injury. James, also known as Kansas, graduated from Pahrump Valley High School in 2008 and was a wrestling state champion that same year. Kansas will be inducted into the PVHS Hall of Fame this year. If you would like to support his recovery and want to know a little more about his story, go to his GoFundMe account and look for James Kansas Chapman's recovery. www.gofundme.com/WZ9N5G. Everyone at KPVM and KACE have him and his family in our thoughts and prayers. The Pahrump's 14U Connie Mack baseball team beat the Boulder City Eagles on Saturday 5-3. Their next game is tomorrow against Green Valley Elite at Ian Deutsch Park at 5 p.m. They play on Wednesday against the Las Vegas Spartans, also at Ian Deutsch Park at 5 p.m. The Pahrump 16U Connie Mack baseball team lost to Boulder City 12-3. They play tonight at Ian Deutsch Park against the Las Vegas Roadrunners, and tomorrow on the road at Green Valley. The Golden State Warriors have taken the lead in the NBA Finals series against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Golden State beat Cleveland in Game 4, 103-82, and then again in Game 5, 104-91. Statistically speaking, in the NBA, since 1985, when the series is tied 2-2, the winner of Game 5 has won the series 7 out of 11 times. If that's the case and history repeats itself, then Golden State might be looking at their first NBA title since 1975. Obviously, the series isn't over, and Game 6 of the NBA Finals is tomorrow night at 6 p.m. The Women's FIFA World Cup is getting hairy. The USA soccer team played Sweden to a scoreless stalemate on Friday. That means tomorrow is extremely important if the United States women want to stay in the hunt. Tomorrow is the final day of match play for their group. They must end the game in at least a draw to move forward in the tournament, and they need a victory to continue at the top of the group. The game is tomorrow at 5 p.m. and it can be seen on Fox. This has been Weekend Sports. I'm Courtney Salman with News 46.
Thanks so much, Courtney. Speaking of sports, here's an update with R.J. Lloyd, Darby O'Donnell, and Joe Hayden with peak performance at Fitness for 10.
RJ decided to do some really weird exercises that I would never thought of in a million trillion years, and he liked to try and scare me by dropping a pole on my face. I am definitely not used to sugar as much anymore, and actually I did have quite a bit of sugar last night, and it made me feel really sick because my body's not used to it anymore. So when I actually did put it back into my body, it kind of freaked out a little bit.
Yeah, you didn't feel good for a while.
Yeah, it really made me feel sluggish and nauseous, and I'm not doing that anymore.
So what are you usually eating for, like, your regular diet during the day? Give some advice to some people out there about how you getting through your day.
During lunchtime, I really look for carbohydrates, so like pastas or rice or something like that, so that I can finish out my day. And then around the nighttime for dinner and stuff, I just look for more proteins so that I'm not just putting on carbs just to go to sleep, because you don't need to burn off carbs in your sleep.
Your skill levels are increasing, strength is increasing, doing different things that you were never able to do before. Like, for example, today I had you doing some inverted rows, where basically using your body weight as exercise, pulling yourself up. Going from different angles, from a higher angle to a lower angle, which gives it a little more difficulty ratings. You did well. Guys both did a great job with it.
So some different kind of core work today, and especially the one where you're kind of doing, what are they, windshield wipers? What are those things?
Yeah, windshield wipers for your abdominals, as well as holding up the bar for your chest. So when you're hitting your pecs and you're hitting abdominals at the same time, you're coming up at different angles, hitting abs at different angles, abs and obliques, as you're coming straight up, then to the right and to the left, in a repeated manner.
Let's talk about muscle memory and kind of confusing muscles. People talk about that a lot lately.
Yeah, confusing the muscle is always good. You know, you don't want to do the same thing over and over, because then a muscle just retains that memory of doing the same maneuver. Then you do something different, and then it's total sore. It's almost like a bodybuilder that becomes a runner. The first time he starts to run, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt his calves tremendously, because the fact is that he can do a calf workout no problem. He can do it all day in the gym, but all of a sudden we change that muscle and do something different with that muscle. It's soreness, and you feel that.
Is that why it's a good idea to try different exercises even on the same muscles?
Yes, it's always a great idea to try different exercises on the same muscles, because you're attacking it in a different way, hitting it at different angles, and you're doing different things to it to get it to grow and to get stronger. And that's what you want. You want to try to change that up and not just stay mundane of the same thing, because then, like I said, the body just develops that memory, and that's all it's going to remember doing is attend to the same thing on what you're doing, and it's not going to grow.
Thanks, guys. We're both in a lot of pain today. When we return, we'll have your weather with Noah Began.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body.
Hello and welcome back to News 46. Today is Monday, June 15th. Today we had sunny skies with a high of 104 degrees. It was definitely hot outside today. I sure hope all of you are drinking lots of water and staying hydrated. It is really easy to get dehydrated in this hot weather. Your average temperature around this time of year is 98 degrees. Winds were coming from the south-southwest today at 13 miles per hour with gusts up to 24 miles per hour. So we did have some high winds as well. The UV index today was 10, which is very high. Humidity was at 8%. Sunrise was at 5:27 this morning, and the record high in 1940 was 116 degrees. Well, tonight we'll have clear skies with a low of 73 degrees. Your average temperature on this time of year is 74 degrees. Winds will be coming from the south-southwest at 9 miles per hour with gusts up to 20 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 11%. Sunset will be at 8:04 this evening, and the record low in 1962 was 52 degrees. Tomorrow we'll have sunny skies with a high of 104 degrees and a low of 71 degrees. So again, hot weather tomorrow as well. Winds will be coming from the southwest at 10 miles per hour with gusts up to 16 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 7%. Sunrise will be at 5:27 tomorrow morning, and the UV index will be 10, which is very high. And for our 7-day forecast, we have sunshine all the way across the board. Your high temperatures will be starting off at 104 degrees this Tuesday and Wednesday. That'll be going up, hitting 108 degrees this Sunday. Your low temperatures will be starting off in the low 70s at 71 degrees on Tuesday and Wednesday. That'll be going up, peaking at 74 degrees this Saturday and Sunday. And I do want to drive the point just one more time. Make sure you are drinking lots of water and staying hydrated in this hot weather. Make sure you're wearing sunscreen when you go outside. The UV index is very high at 10 most days. And make sure you're checking in on pets, family members, and friends, especially those prone to heat-related illnesses. And again, make sure you're prepared if you do go outdoors. I'm Noah Began for News 46. Stay safe out there.
Going to be real hot. Definitely be careful out there. The second annual senior prom sponsored by Creekside Hospice will be held Saturday, June 27th from 6 p.m. until 10 p.m. at the Prump Senior Center located at 1370 West Basin. Tickets are $10 per person and can be purchased now at the Prump Senior Center or Creekside Hospice. There will be hors d'oeuvres, dinner, drinks, a disc jockey, raffles, and a 50-50 drawing, and so much fun. And don't forget that once again, Interstate 15 will be completely closed on Wednesday, June 17th from 1 a.m. until 4 a.m. and they will be letting people off at Prim. So please plan your trips accordingly. That's going to do it for this edition of News 46 from everyone up here at KPVM-TV and, of course, on the radio, 95.9 KA's Country. Have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.